Welcome to the Super R-CADE Show.
Hey, yo. Hello everyone, welcome in. It's time for today's Super R-CADE Show. Although my monitors are going crazy,
Whoa.
please stop it. I'm trying to get off. I'm trying to get my third monitor back.
Try to do what now?
My third monitor. Come on.
He's trying to get off.
No, it was connected to the GameCube, so I was switching it back to standard. So we're back. Hello. Epic meal time. What?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Thanks for that, Nicky Gamer. Hello everyone. Thank you for the host, Nicky Gamer, as well. Hello. I'm joined as usual this week. CJ, stop it with the field! Oh, we lost Sam again. Oh no, I'm a half and half. Oh, and then there's the voice back.
Will it be better if you're voice only, Sam?
You can do that if that works, mate. You can.
You can also.
Oh, Sam is having internet issues at the moment, so Sam's having some serious internet issues right now. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll wait and see.
Hello.
Hello?
There we go.
Yes.
When I changed from because my camera changed from headphones to earphones, you guys made no sound.
Oh.
There was nothing. There was no audio.
Okay.
So I've switched back to headphones, and there was still no audio. And then I've closed and quit out of Discord, and then reopened it, and now I'm here. And I don't want to switch back to earphones because I'm terrified.
Okay.
Also, look rubbish, but I get the feeling that we are live.
We are indeed.
It might be to do with sometimes Discord. If you say you just to default to whatever headphones, it sometimes has a bit of a
Sometimes it's,
bit about it. So that's why you would require. So you might need to go into it and then click the specific.
That is an excellent point.
Also, I sent the message in staff chat, but it may just be faster.
No,
for me to say
I
it.
saw, but I didn't read it.
Okay, that's fine.
There you go. Good. We're all here. I'm joined as usual by Louise. Oh, it's that side. Louise, Nadia, and Sam underneath me. There he is. That was for Sam's return. Oh, thank you for the yay, CJ. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, welcome to the Super R-CADE Show. This is the show we do weekly on a Tuesday, where we sit and chat about. We start talking about the latest gaming news again, and we play some fun games. The four of us, where you get to learn a little bit about your favorite arcade staff members.
And then learn maybe a little too much about your favorite arcade.
Yeah, sometimes a little too much.
Learn
In my
about
case,
your
your least favorite.
The two of you.
I didn't say it was me. I just said you could learn about a least favorite.
Just
Nice. So how is everybody? Let's get Sam out of the way because he looks distraught. How are you, Sam?
I screamed in the shed several times
Really?
because the internet says it's connected and then nothing loads in. And then it goes, oh, you're not connected. And then it goes, no, you're connected and everything's fine. And then it doesn't load in. And you reset it and you move the plug and you read everything and it still doesn't work. And then your dad goes, I'm sure there's something more to it, so I'll go and check. So he's wandering around the garden with his phone trying to look for Wi-Fi, even though he knows it's not a Wi-Fi connection. And then you take your laptop, which was previously perfectly fine for doing this job. You close absolutely everything on the laptop. You try and load up Discord. It doesn't load up Discord. You can't hear anyone. You can't see anything, even though you're connected to the perfect Wi-Fi source, which has been fine for literally everything else. Also, you're supposed to be paying gas and electric bills, and the gas and electric company says you don't have an account, which is weird, and you keep forgetting to deal with that.
Wow.
Also, So this week's been fun until like literally yesterday and today, and then for some reason, do you know what? I blame everyone else. I blame everyone else for suggesting that I needed to get a better background. I need to get a second monitor, and then as soon as I put an LED light fitting in the background and got a second monitor, my wife, I went, no, now you don't get to. Now nothing exists. Have fun with that. You're in Schrodinger's Wi-Fi. Have fun. And I'm sure only half of that was audible because the Wi-Fi keeps cutting out for some
No,
reason.
you're fine. You're coming through loud and clear, my friends. Your video skips every now and then, but it's not a big deal. It's perfectly good. It's perfectly good. The
Anyway,
camera.
so now I'm in the dining room.
This camera is much better. Is this the Mac camera again?
Yeah, this is just the Mac
Nice.
one. Maybe I'll just remove this.
Just take it out and just stick it on your monitor.
It works.
Oh,
See if that works. I'm supposed. Do you know what? I'm supposed to have a new camera, Andy, that I ordered 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
That's somewhere.
It's somewhere. Is it in the DPT Uddingston depot by any chance?
No, that'll be with you between 10 to 6 and 10 to 7.
I thought it was supposed to be with you on Sunday.
I also
It was,
thought that.
and Saturday, and Monday.
They just don't know where you live.
Apparently, we don't exist. Our flat just
I put in your flat number, and apparently, so this is exactly what happened. I put in your flat number, and by the looks of things, it's gone no and deleted the flat number. So it's got your address, but they don't know which flat. And on Saturday, bearing in mind my sleep pattern, I think it was Saturday, I got a phone call very early in the morning, and I keep getting these, and it's a woman speaking Mandarin, and I'm convinced that it's like cold calls,
Okay.
or just something along those lines. So every time I get one of those, I just hang up and ignore it. So I hung up, and then 5 minutes later, I got another phone call from a mobile number, and I went, oh, this is just going to be another woman speaking Mandarin to me, so I just ignored it. That was your DPD driver looking for a flat number. So they said, we'll try and redeliver it on Sunday. Sunday came, I didn't get a phone call this time, and nothing happened.
Yep.
And yesterday they were like, you need to go and collect it. And I was like, let me just try re-entering the exact same address. And this time when I entered the address, it was like, what flat number? And I put the flat number, and this time it stuck. So ideally today, you should get your
Fingers
package.
crossed. Everybody
You
keep
have
your
no
fingers
idea
crossed in
what the
chat.
package is, and
Yep.
by this point, no, clearly it won't work. Also, my headphones are tangled.
Posy vibes, guys. Posy vibes. Moving on from the stress monster that is Sam. Nadia, how are you?
I'm alright.
Are you equally a stress monster, or are you?
No,
are you...
deadlines are closing in, but my mental capabilities, basically, I don't feel stressed. The problem I have is I don't feel stressed until the very last minute. Which means that my work ethic just kind of goes nyam until the last second, and I go, oh geez, why have I done this?
Can we keep in mind, I've handed a dissertation on Thursday, and yet
true.
this is what my life has become.
I know, right?
Deadlines mean nothing, Nadia.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Jump
They do kind of mean
change.
stuff. I've got like my deadlines are in like the next couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I think. And then I'm free for summer. Woo!
Woohoo!
Woo!
And it's always great because we got feedback on something that we handed in, and the feedback was just a mark and no written feedback. So I'm like,
Brilliant.
okay, I got this. Can you tell me what I missed? But then one of the tutors stood today, because it was the class that we had, and he was like, oh, here's the feedback for everybody, because generic feedback, and he's like, everyone did quite well. There was no one that scored less than 50, so that's good. And it was really good because everyone was within the like high 50s, mid 60s range. And I'm like, out of 100, and you say that's good. Clearly something's occurred here, or someone's. But you're saying that that's good. Okay, so well, clearly something is missed here.
Yeah.
You might need to like figure out what like information you're giving people, to be like, oh, here's this coursework. It's actually good if you get to like the mid 60s, and like I'm like low 60s for this subject, so it was fine. I was like, right, okay, that's cool. I'm still on track for a 2-1, but still. Weird to not have feedback for that, but everything else is fine. I did playtesting for a game last week. The playtesting went okay, nothing entirely broke, burnt, or anything like that.
Cool.
We were one of the few groups that had a functioning mobile game. Yay!
Nice. Congratulations.
And only one person commented that the art style was creepy and the voiceover didn't help. I was the voiceover.
Should we expect anything
wouldn't
less
want
from
that.
you, though?
So I
Like
went
the-
to hunt that person down.
Like the
However-
voiceover didn't help the creepiness, or the voiceover didn't
Yeah.
help.
the voiceover didn't help the creepiness. Which is awful because my entire thing for it wasn't creepy voice. It was basically me, like a children's TV presenter, which I could
you
be
doing
way
a nice
creepier.
voice. Yeah.
It was me doing a very nice voice.
Oh, that's creepy.
That's because it's my weirdly creepy. If you go this direction, maybe you'll find your friend.
No, would not follow that instruction.
Yeah, it's like, we've got to find Brainy. The thing is, most people wouldn't follow it because they know who I am. If you don't know who I am, it's hardly creepy. It's actually fairly. Apparently, other people thought it was soothing.
Oh.
Screw you.
They're lying to you.
They didn't lie. Shut up. I'm soothing. Fuck you, I'm soothing.
I'm soothing.
What do you mean I'm creepy?
Welcome to the arcade staff, where we're all broken a little bit.
Yeah, I cleaned my desk. I hoovered my desk, like I hoovered everything out of my desk.
So did I. It means nothing. It means everything will break.
No, it means I was
Right,
doing
Sam,
things
you
that
can't
I was-
just go like, I
was
did that too.
avoiding. Yeah. I need to get a desk hoover though, because I was using just the giant hoover that we have in our house, just like with a wee nozzle attachment. So I need to get a desk hoover at some
You gotta
point.
be
You can
careful
get-
with that suction. Yeah.
You can get desk Roombas.
You could get the
I
Hoover that I've got.
I don't have room on my desk for a desk Roomba.
You could get
No, but
the
you get like a
rechargeable one.
Pikachu desk Roomba that rides a little Pokeball.
I'll send you the link to the one I've got. It's
The one that looks like a flashlight.
yeah.
Don't want it. Don't care how good you feel it is. I don't want that suspicious object in my room.
Fair enough.
Other than that, I've been alright. We had a really good anime club on Sunday, where we watched Seven Deadly Sins and got really frustrated about how good a show it was if it wasn't for the fan service.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Dr. Stone went, alright, I wasn't there, I was doing uni work. And nobody's dead, so you know what, good.
Because of the uni work or in the anime?
Both.
Both. Either way, win-win. Win-win.
Yeah.
Lewis, how are you,
yeah,
sir? I'm sorry, unless you have anything else to add, Nadia.
No, I was going to say, Andy, how are you? Because you always go
Oh,
last.
you're going for
but-
me? Okay, we can leave,
Go.
leave the best till last, yeah?
No. Not even. Why don't you go, Andy?
I'm good. I'm alright. Had a nice nice week. Didn't really. I've been mildly obsessed with building my new Game Boy game. To the point where I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be doing other stuff. I.e., yesterday I missed the start of, or I was supposed to start the Minecraft server, the R-CADE Minecraft server in our Discord at 8 PM. And it wasn't until like 5:10 past that Tony messaged to say, "Is Minecraft on tonight?" And I was like, "Ah, crap! It's after 8 o'clock." So there's that. And then again today at stream, I nearly missed the start of stream because I was too busy doing artwork for my Game Boy game. I've managed to break the Game Boy game, and then I fixed it again. So Nadia, you'd be proud.
Yay.
I overloaded the. I made it too detailed. I made up loads of really cool backgrounds, but the amount of megabytes that you have to work with on a game cartridge, a Game Boy game cartridge, is limiting. So I've had to simplify things a little, which is annoying, but it's fine. I can make it work. We went and viewed a flat on Sunday. And loved it. So we'll see. Hopefully, the flat hunting will end soon because I'm sick of trying to find a new home.
How many places have you viewed? This is the first time. This is the first time you've mentioned going to one. So I like that you've been to see one, and you're like, "I'm done. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it."
No,
I've had enough.
I mean, COVID's quite restrictive, obviously, with viewing places. So I think we've seen 3, maybe 4, physically. But there's a lot of virtual viewings happening, so I reckon we've been through maybe a dozen different flats so far in the last month and a half.
On your VR headset.
Just do the no, it's the creepy walking tours where there's like circles on the ground. So they've had the tripod camera and they've put it there and then taken the photo. So you're jumping from place to place in a 3D
If I was doing
environment.
that for Halloween, I'd just start putting like the little twins from from The Shining. It's just in different rooms.
Candy Keen, we've already discussed starting a Twitch streamer house actually. Just to jump on your chat.
As long as the internet works.
We're gonna yeah, exactly. As Lewis said, we're gonna convert a warehouse.
There's an abattoir around my end if you want.
Down by the docks.
No.
There was a old police station in Finiston that I dream of getting,
sold
but
now?
it's sold now.
Oh,
it
well, it's
sold
been
last
sold
year
for like
sometime.
a year and a half or something.
Yeah,
They've
It's
just,
never been.
They're midway through tearing down the local leisure centre here because they're building a new one. So the old one, I was like, let's just move in there. There's like big water flumes and like a gym.
Water flumes
and
into nothing.
what?
Water flumes into nothing unless we pay for the water bill to freaking run
That's
that.
fine. I can
Have you guys seen the videos of people that live in schools?
like old
Like
converted
most,
schools.
mostly in America, where people are just like, yeah, I found this abandoned elementary school, and now I live here. And they're just like, this is the gym.
Oh.
Outside's the playground.
So-
I live in the head teacher's office. This is my mattress.
isn't that like squatting?
Yeah,
I
just
don't know.
sounds like squatting. I was gonna say.
Some of them do say they own it, but it's not been renovated in any way. It's just the school. They've just gone, the school's up for sale. I'll buy it and not do anything.
Don't they have? I can't remember the law name, but if you like stay in a residence long enough, like
it
Walker's
legally
right.
becomes yours. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the statute is on that in the UK. I think it's the US where I've seen it happen. But I don't know what it's like in the UK, but that'd be interesting. Anyway, that's been my week. Lewis, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. I'm much like Sam, in the way that I've been struggling with parcels. Hey Sam. Because I've been waiting on a prop, like 3D print arriving for like a month now at this point, and they've sent out 2 packages. Like they sent out the first one. I was like, "Hi." 3 weeks later, this hasn't arrived, so they were like, "Okay, we'll send another one." It's now a week later, so I'm like, I don't know if I should just like be that guy. And it was shipping from the UK to the UK before anyone makes any Suez Canal jokes. But
as CJ mentioned earlier, I think the boat is sailed on that one.
ship has sailed.
Is there 2 now? I've not been following the story, but is there 2 now?
Oh no! So there was there's obviously the cargo ship stuck in the Suez Canal. There was also Evergreen. A truck got stuck in Taiwan and blocked the highway. Just exactly the same. It was just like the wrong way around, and it blocked all the traffic because they couldn't get it out of the way. And somebody made the joke on TikTok the other day. By the way, did you know Evergreen own an airline? And I was like, how's that going to work? But okay.
not-
Like, who is it that they keep, I want to imagine that they keep hiring the same one guy who just keeps and it's Austin Powers for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's like stuck in the like missile silo underground thing.
Based on the quote that my brain went to, I think it'd more likely be Winnie the Pooh, just going, "Oh bother." Also, it's not Evergreen, because I said something was Evergreen this weekend, and you guys were like, "Oh, is that a reference?" I was like, "No, I don't know what this is."
No,
it's called Evergiven.
No, right,
His
okay.
name
So
is
the
company.
ship is specifically called Evergiven, which is, I imagine, the number of Fs that were. But the company that own the ship and the truck and everything else, they are called Evergreen. So yeah.
It's me jumping the gun.
How did Towboat get stuck? The boat, sorry. We I don't know. I haven't
I
actually
think
looked
they were
that far
trying to
into it.
turn it.
It
Something,
was-
it looked like they were trying to turn.
To do a
It
3-point
was
turn.
a lot of factors. When I was reading into it, they didn't nail down like one specific thing. It was boats are getting bigger and the canal isn't. High winds, water irregularities, and I was just like, are you just gonna start listing like literally everything that could have went wrong? Like
it was the geckos.
human error. Like, come on, man.
Lantis started attacking.
Yeah. So all the signs of the apocalypse just came together in one fell swoop. Yeah.
The captain was cursed. There were gypsies.
Captain
Yeah,
was actually
that's-
a duck, weirdly. Yeah.
I did someone says if you ever own a shipping company and you've got a Wikipedia page, you don't want that the name of those ships changing colour. Because as soon as they do, it means there's got a Wikipedia entry about it, and you never want to have a Wikipedia entry about your boat because famous boats rarely have good Wikipedia
No, it's
entries.
usually bad stuff. Yeah, absolutely right. Somebody pointed out, and I thought it was photoshopped, but Michelle tells me it's real. The containers on the ship, they'd been arranged so on the back. The blocks have been arranged. It looks like an Among Us spaceman, like.
All that, and I was just like,
I was like, "Is that can't be real? No way!" And apparently, supposedly, it is true. I'm like, "Wow, okay, it's his fault."
It's all the memes that came out, and everyone. It's that one where it's like, where it's "Was I a good meme?" and it's like getting led away by the Grim Reaper, and the Grim Reaper's like, "Oh, the best," and then he turns around and it's stuck. It's like, can't move.
So many memes. Anyway, wonderful, great, awesome, fantastic. Should we get on with the gaming news? Oh,
absolutely.
Has that been your week, Lewis? I'm sorry.
it has, but I do have a gaming news thing to talk about that's part of my week. But if you're going to cover it anyway, then that's fine. But if not, I'll cover it at the end.
Is your fence finished?
Fence? Yeah, the fence is done.
I said friends. I'm like, what
Finished
friends
that
doing?
on Saturday with me lifting a giant concrete step that was like way heavier than me, and I had my first asthma attack. That was Saturday.
Yeah.
Did you bend your knees?
That sucked ass.
Did you use your knees and not your back? Sam's asking.
No, I used my knees, but I used my knees to also prop it up because it was so heavy.
Oh.
That I can use both my back and my knee.
Perfect. Anyway, I think we'll be doing this now. Yeah. Okay, this week's gaming news is brought to you by us. So I have a few stories to talk to you guys about. So there's been a few things happening in the world of gaming. If you want to catch Totana's gaming news, you can do so in our Discord. If you jump into the video game club, then you'll catch his weekly roundup of the gaming news. He covers the BAFTA gaming awards and stuff like that. Also, there's some new stuff going on to Xbox Game Pass. And I think, what was the name of the RPG, Sam, that you're interested in? The weapons thing?
My boyfriend's a
Boyfriend.
Sorry?
Dungeon Boyfriend.
Dungeon Boyfriend, that's the one. Yeah, there's some news about that as well. So go check that out. However, I'm going to cover some other stuff. So, first up on my gaming news for this week is the news that the PlayStation Store for PlayStation 3 as well as PS Vita and PlayStation, PSP. So PSP, PS3 and PS Vita is going to be shut down this summer. So they're ceasing support for the PS3 and PSP stores on July 2nd. And the PS Vita store is going to stay on until August 27th, I think, around about then. You'll still be able to download games that you own, so you'll still be able to access the servers and get the stuff that you've purchased in the past. However, you won't be able to buy any new games or any of the films or anything like that that you usually would be able to get on the PlayStation Store. Which is... it's about time, I guess. I mean, with the PlayStation 5 coming out, they're moving support over to that, so it kind of makes sense. I'm surprised the PSP still has a store. Let alone anything else. That's madness. But yeah, bye PlayStation Store. It's a horrible interface, and I hated using it.
Yeah, it does also kind of highlight the problem that you have with somewhat more modern consoles. Like, if you think about like N64 and stuff like that, you don't need continued support for it. You buy it, you buy the games. You can later buy the games. Yep. Physically, there's no problem with that. But then when you've got games that do, in fact, when you've got consoles that do in fact rely on an online support, eventually it's going to get old enough that nobody wants to give it that support, and therefore there's an entire facet of that console that is now no longer usable. Modern gaming.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it did outlast the Wii Store, didn't it?
True.
Did it not?
This is true. This is very true.
People use the Wii Store.
Virtual Console was huge. A lot of people rebought games that they already owned. Good for you. Well done on giving Nintendo more of your money again for the same stuff. Because I'm still annoyed at Nintendo. Let's not get into that, but I'm still annoyed at Nintendo.
Soon.
Haven't had a good Switch release for ages.
Soon you'll be able to give Andrew the same money you would have given to Nintendo.
Yeah. Give me your money. No.
You can now by going
Give me your
to
money.
arcade.com/store or patreon.com/arcade Glasgow.
Perfect. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks. I'm not sure the delivery was great because I'm breaking up.
You froze, but the audio still came through, so message received. Thank you very much. Tutana, thank you for popping those links into the chat. So yeah, I mean, this comes off the back of the news in early Japan that Sony had actually ceased production of most of their PlayStation 4 models to move the focus on to PlayStation 5. So they stopped even making the PS4 Pro in Japan. I think worldwide they're still shipping, but that won't be for much longer. Well, I say they're still shipping. They're getting stuck right now, but...
The only reason they're still shipping is they've yet to reach their
Yeah,
destination.
I thought that's what I heard as well. Like early Japan, did you say there?
Sorry,
He did.
early January. I tried to say
Oh,
sorry. In
but then he
Japan.
mentioned
I said it
something
too
in
quickly, and sorry, I'm sorry.
In early Japan, there lived a man. A man named Stan.
So yeah, PlayStation Store. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye bye. I knew you were going for that. I knew it. On to my next piece, and that is something that may be of interest to Lewis. Actually, he's taking his headphones off because someone's speaking to him right now. It's okay. Perfect timing. If you jump over,
Miami 3.
if you jump over to the Xbox Twitter, then I'm just going to double check there's nothing on screen.
I would,
Should
but
it
my
be-
laptop would light on fire.
Then you might be in with a chance of winning one of these. So Xbox are doing 7 special edition controllers to celebrate the Bethesda Xbox coming together. So they're doing 7 designs from different games. So there's one for Dishonored, there's one for Prey, Doom, Fallout, Evil Within, Elder Scrolls, and Wolfenstein. They're only making one of each controller, and one lucky person on Twitter will get to win these and the box that you can see underneath them. Supposedly, it's
I want to say
it's a chest.
that I would love all of these, and Doom especially I would love because I love the game Doom.
Yeah.
But the pattern on that Doom controller looks like it would be on a set of festive pajamas.
Yeah, it looks like wrapping paper, doesn't it?
Yeah. Lovely wrapping paper. I'll totally buy that wrapping paper.
I mean, I do have a video, so you can see them in action.
Is it just me or do I think
Live.
all of those were ugly?
Here you go. This is Aaron Greenberg from Xbox unveiling them on his Twitter page. It's a very low quality video shot on his phone, apparently.
I can relate.
They look really cheap to me. I don't know why. They haven't customized any of the triggers, any of the thumbsticks or the buttons. It's literally just, it looks like a skin on the housing. And I'm not a huge fan.
I'm not a fan.
huge
I think they're quite ugly.
The chest is
they
really
also,
cool.
They also released like a new controller the other day, like a new color scheme for a controller, not like
They
a new
did.
controller where it's got green sticks.
There's 2, isn't there? There's it's like an electric green, electric neon or something like that it's called, and then the other one's like a red digital camo, I think was the other one. So there's two new official Xbox controller color schemes that are getting released as well. But they're one of a kind. Supposedly the retail value is $399, and one person is going to win 7 Xbox controllers. What you would do with 7 Xbox controllers? You display them, obviously. I don't think you would use them, but
Oh, so you don't win one?
no, you win all 7.
Oh,
That's mad.
for whatever need you would have for that.
Surely.
What?
It's really bad that they've got almost uglier controllers than a third party like Colorware
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Colorware has some very, very nice skins and colours, and then you've just got that, which looks like someone just printed it on.
Play a devil's advocate. They do have other elements to focus on as opposed to the aesthetics. Although clearly they should be looking at that as well. Whereas Colorware's main thing is how do we make it pretty.
This is true. This is true.
But that is not an excuse to being like, oh, controllers, the main thing our audience looks at. We should not care.
It seems silly to me. 7 controllers, but I mean it's a rarity. Nobody else is gonna have them. You can claim to have won the competition. I popped the 2 official controllers that Lewis sort of shone a little light on onto the screen. So those are quite nice. The digital camo, I'm not a big fan, but the green one,
Green one is very green.
Mm.
I hadn't seen the red camo one, but I assume it's like what you receive that if you get like 100 headshots or something like that.
So my
retail. Yeah.
my main dislike, for some reason, they've got it in one but they haven't got it in the other, is on the green, the neon one. They've
The
got
D-pad.
what the buttons.
Oh, the dots.
Like-
Yeah.
They've got the coloured dots there, but they don't have it on the camo one. I'm like, why don't you just have the buttons with a colour?
So they'll be available to purchase from your local retailer.
I also don't understand people who collect controllers, like people who have like a wall display of controllers, and I'm like, the things you can spend your money on.
For a retro
I have
console.
pop vinyls.
For a retro console, fair enough. Like someone collects all the different colors of N64s and all the controllers therefore within. I think that isn't acceptable, but I think it's more normal, I guess. But for a current gen console where you're going to be wanting to play the games, just collecting all of the, I don't know.
It's a lot. Consumerism is driven so much more, so it's harder to get access to everything. But as we've discussed previously, collecting something that has like a actual use is better than something that has no intrinsic use value.
True.
So having controllers makes more sense than myself having the pop vinyls.
A lot of people don't actually use the controllers they collect because
No, but
controller
they could do.
use breaks them down. So, but what you're essentially doing is buying something that has a use and then not actually using it for that use. So therefore, does it not become useless?
No, my point is you could still, like, it doesn't matter whether I've bought a pop vinyl or haven't bought a pop vinyl, it has 0 uses other than to put on
But the
display.
use of
A
pop
controller,
vinyl is display.
yes, but a controller that looks pretty can be used as a display piece or it can be used as a controller. It doesn't reduce, your point exactly, not using it maintains its ability to be used as a controller. Therefore, it will still have that use value later on down the line. So that when all your rubbish controllers get broken, you can use the display ones. But as you say, there's no reason to have 60 Xbox One controllers that are different shades of purple.
60 Shades of Purple, the new controller coming from Xbox next.
Actually, a colouring book that we're bringing out here at R-CADE.
Plant emoji on all of them.
Tana,
Wait.
you're you. The word use has been used too many times. Thanks, Tana. Thanks.
Nadia, when you say that, is the eggplant emoji on every page of the colouring book, or are you getting 60 different controllers with eggplant emoji?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a book
And then
of...
Shades of purple.
arranging them to look like an Among Us character.
Yeah, it's just a book of line drawings of eggplants, and you have to colour them in different colours. Yeah, that's what we're
In different situations.
Different shapes and sizes.
This one's
Representative of all.
by the light of dusk. It's like, no, okay. I don't know. Anyway,
But by a fireplace.
Well, I've retweeted it, guys. So
are you in the chance of winning?
if I win, you can have one each.
One we're fine.
Awesome.
I want one.
I lay
I'm
claim to
collecting
the Evil Within one. I think that's my favourite out of the ones. That's just nice. I think that one's cool.
I liked playing Dishonored for a week. So
Cool.
that one.
Not a massive Bethesda fan.
Well, we're going to hark back to something we talked about earlier with my next news piece, and that is... is it working? It is, yeah, there it is, okay. And that is this video from a player who is who's playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. Any ideas why I might be showing a video of Microsoft Flight Simulator? Anybody?
Is it Captain Grado?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, it's because the Suez Canal, is it not?
Yeah, it's because the
They've added
the,
it in,
Ever,
haven't they?
the Ever Given's in it.
Yes, indeed. So it's not official. This is an unofficial mod, but this player has added the Ever Given to the Suez Canal, so you can fly around and have a look at it as if you were flying around and looking at it IRL. So it's really well done, I've got to say. It looks great. I don't know why this video is so... Like, he must be using a proper 3-monitor setup, and he's like spread the entire game across all three for like full vantage point. Because it's a very thin video, but it fits nicely above our heads, so I quite like that. But yeah, well done to the guy. It looks really good.
Needs to go closer, you know.
We have to go
I'm pretty sure he
deeper.
breaks the airspace rules and regulations.
Is that a thing? I don't know. I've not looked enough at it. Is that built in, Nadia?
I don't know. A lot of it is accurate, but I'm not sure. But I think not flying your plane 2 feet above land is probably a...
It'd probably affect
Standard.
the plane a little bit. It's supposed to be a real life simulator, yeah.
Planes can probably do that. They can hover, right? Certain planes can hover.
They have to take off that close to the ground, so clearly.
Why can't they
Yeah,
just
it's okay.
maintain?
They can't hover though.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
like the military planes that have got like jets.
Can you
underneath.
fly a
If you have
Harrier?
a Harrier jet, yeah. Then
Yeah.
I can hover.
Yeah, that's military planes are different from commercial airline.
Well,
They're much
technically,
like sharks need to maintain like constant motion or they'll die.
well, Harriers
Sharks.
aren't like used anymore. They're like retro military, so I'm sure they might have those in the game. You know.
Are they not in use? I feel like those
The
should be in
next
use.
part
Well, they're
of
not really manufactured anymore.
Flight Simulator is you get to commit war crimes and military
You get-
plane.
You get to blow up the Suez Canal.
Microsoft Drone Simulator.
Never wanted to be the plane in Fast and Furious 7? Well, now you can. Get blown up on a runway as Vin Diesel drives through your fuselage.
So yeah, just to make it clear for everyone, if you go and play Microsoft Flight Simulator just now, you will not find that. That is a mod to the game that you can do yourself if you want. You can go track it down, but do so at your own risk. It isn't official, and Microsoft have not added it to the game itself. But I was wanting to throw this out there off the back of this. Are there any games that you guys can think of that you could possibly mod to put the Ever Given in? Similar to Microsoft Flight Simulator.
There's nothing that I could mod, but someone probably could.
I mean, the first one that comes to my mind is I wonder if it's in GeoGuessr. If you accidentally just get plopped down outside the Ever Given, and you're like, where am I? Where am I? And you turn around to your right, and there's a giant ship stuck in the Suez Canal, and you're okay.
Hitman would be easy because they do Easter eggs and stuff like that all the time.
True. Hydro Thunder says Totana in the chat.
Lewis, have you got an answer?
I can't remember which Call of Duty it is, so I was just looking it up, but I didn't find it in time. But that one where it's like the mission where you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean,
yeah.
it's like I think it's like
I'd say-
COD 4 or something.
It's Black Ops 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's
Black
one of
Ops
the
1, 'cause I played it.
earlier ones. You're on a boat and you're like assaulting it, but like that boat is just in the middle of the Suez Canal instead of the ocean.
I'd say
Totana says Siege.
I was gonna say the Mario underwater level.
Nice.
It's actually what you don't know is that in Resident Evil 7, the cargo ship that does crash into some random place in the middle of Louisiana, definitely that. It was the Ever Given.
They got lost and they're going up a stream.
Yep.
Nice. Well, funny thing is,
Oh, wait, not Ever Given, Ever G virus. There we go.
well,
All their boats begin with Ever G.
Is that like Ali G, but forever?
No, they're Ever Gangsters.
yeah. What I was trying to say was, funny thing is, after everything came out with the Ever Given and the Suez Canal, someone actually made a Game Boy game.
That was fast.
You?
Where you have to try and unstick the Ever Given from the Suez Canal. It
Answer
wasn't
you,
me.
Nad.
Thank you, Nadia. I wish I'd thought of it, but it wasn't me. And you can play it online. So I'm gonna play it right now, actually, live on stream, because I can.
Can I ask how fast the development process is?
Uh,
Or did
two-
they already have
2 hours,
like a ship
apparently. It took them 2
a
hours.
ship on sticking game? Okay.
It can't possibly be that high res, or like not high res, but like high spec or anything.
Well, it depends on if they do this regularly and they have an entire sprite sheet of things that they could just transfer into.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they must have had something.
Like they probably weren't making
Correct.
this from scratch. They will probably have had access to.
I guess
Right.
some kind of skeleton framework.
Canal.
The game's really loud in my ears. I can't turn it down, but this is the game.
Do you know what would work for that, Andy?
You play a little bulldozer. There you go. That's me controlling the bulldozer, left and right. And you've got a little rock here. And the Ever Given it just says Ever G, but the Ever Given's stuck. And you've got one button, which is the action button, which when you press, it just says, it's super stuck.
Is this game possible to win?
No, that's the game.
Oh.
Stuck. Yep.
You just
Can we
keep
have
going,
this
and it's
instead of
super
the dinosaur game? When your
stuck on Google.
internet gets outed, it's just like you're sitting pushing the Ever Given.
Just as a heads up, Andy, you still got Super Mario Sunshine as the.
Oh, I totally do. Thank you. Oh, it says off to Corona Mountain. I better change that.
We're off to the Suez Canal. I also may have momentarily clicked on Sweet Anita's stream instead of yours because she's got a fluffy hat on.
Oh, but I have Pika.
It's not a big fluffy hat with ears, though, Andrew.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm sorry. One of us needs a big fluffy
Ears,
hat
the
for
one
next
that
time.
the ears move.
Thanks, Totana.
No, it just kind of looks like a sombrero that someone's covered in felt.
I want to get one of those little hats so you've got the wee squeeze bits and it goes bloop, 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 bloop.
I can't tell how I feel about them.
What does it do,
The,
Nadia?
pr- the, I feel like they'd get dirty very fast.
Yeah, probably.
What, the wee
probably.
squeezy things?
Just because, yeah, the thing.
Don't
I don't know.
touch it with
I'd
right
drop it
hand.
in. I'd drop it in like chocolate mousse or something like that. I
Drop
don't
it
know.
like it's hot.
Keep it on your
Drop it
head.
like it's hot.
It's a hat.
Drop it like it's hot.
Good.
I think she's wearing 2 hats, says Rocket Freak. Lewis, do you want to
I'll
jump
check. Hold on.
in? While Sam's checking, do you want to jump in with your news story? What did you want to talk about during your
Yes.
It is 2 hats like the ones that Nadia was talking about.
I can
They're
wear
like
2
chinchillas.
hats.
There's
I
2 of
can
them.
do that. I can wear them all my hats. No, I don't have a hat to hand. Sorry, Lewis, go for it.
So mine is about a game very special to my heart, Evil Genius.
Okay.
Which I played when I was a little bab. Came out like 2 decades ago now. And the second one, the sequel, Evil Genius 2, has came out today, literally like 2 hours ago. So that's good. But I haven't bought it because it's 30 quid that I can't spend right now. But
Too busy buying
Still.
3D printers.
yeah, too busy just bought a 3D printer, so can't really afford it. But
3D print the game.
it's great. Trailer dropped today.
Nice.
Well, I don't know if you want me to send you that.
I
but
can find it. Don't worry.
Can you 3D print records? This is totally going off topic, but I was just thinking.
You could
presumably, but they
I-
didn't
You
sound
would
great.
need a super high-end 3D printer. 'Cause
Yeah, like
would
I
need
don't
Yeah.
imagine another one
minuscule
with...
detail. Yeah.
What about for a big record player?
Well, no, it's down to detail of what you could...
So it's not like it's not. So when it's about getting the detail of the small little bumps, it's
Yeah, but
the,
what if
like,
the small
layer
bumps-
size.
What if the small bumps could be bigger because it's going into a bigger record player?
Well,
That would involve you then 3D printing a giant record player, apparently.
yeah. I guess you could if you sanded it, but like perfectly.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's not how records work.
You make it bigger and it's just going to go slower as well. So you're just going to
Oh, slow
have a
motion.
very, very, very slow song as well.
What if you 3D printed it fast?
No,
mean?
no. So this is the trailer for Evil Genius 2, which Lewis is just talking about. Here we go. World
Stalled.
domination, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, there you go. So what's I've never played Evil Genius. What's the first game about? And then
Printing records.
So it's basically the same gameplay loop in the same games. If anyone's ever played Dungeon Keeper, it's quite like that. You are an evil genius, believe it or not.
what's the name of the game?
Your whole goal is, believe it or not, world domination. It's very like what it says on the tin. You get a private island, you get gold, you build a secret base, stop it from getting invaded by the do-gooders of the world, and you steal things from around the world, such as the last ever living dodo bird, which is one of the things you can steal in this game.
So, is it an RTS, like a real-time strategy, or?
Yeah, it's like a. I don't really know how to describe it other than like a layer builder.
It looks kind of tower defense-y, almost.
Is it Evil Sims?
It's a little bit like Evil Sims, but you have one sim. That you
I
can
like the art style.
customize.
So like Evil Civilization, then maybe.
Yes,
Maybe. But so you
I agree.
build your rooms and stuff like that. But then it's got like the overmap where you can send your agents out to like different countries to
Espionage.
do different things.
Ooh.
Yeah, espionage and stuff like that.
Ooh.
This one continues on from like the last game when the world has been fed up with the last evil genius, and then just like the new generation / the old generation is still there. Like one of the henchmen is actually an old man version of one of the henchmen from the first game, and it looks really cool. Ties up in it really nice. Would recommend it for anybody who's like just want some chill time RTS being evil.
Cool. Available on Steam now, starting today. Cool.
Yeah.
Start spreading the news.
Okay, my final piece for today's gaming news is yesterday's news,
Hold on.
of course. Oh, sorry.
Wait,
Sam,
wait. Can you play Evil Genius co-op or multiplayer?
Don't believe so. You can't
If
play the
there was
first
a
one co-op.
multiplayer- If there's a multiplayer element, we could humble bundle this boy and make a YouTube video, which is the
Probably
four of us
30 quid
competing to
that
see who
in
can be the best evil genius.
There are
I don't know
4
how Humble
evil
Bundle works.
genii.
Genii.
That's what I'm thinking. That there's 4 genii.
Stop saying genie.
You know, we can do
You're
this.
just saying genie wrong.
I just think this would be some good content. I want to see all of us put on our best evil genius impression and try and build our ideal island. Are you more of a monocle evil genius or
Yeah,
like
I would
half
be-
robot evil genius?
No, I would be more.
I'm totally a monocle, turn people to gold. Evil genius, you know.
I don't understand the reference.
I'm
like
I'm more of a North
Goldfinger.
Korean dictator. So
Wrong Asian,
not-
Andy.
I'm that one Alex Rider villain who offers someone £10 million for killing somebody and then gives it to them in a sealed cylinder where they drop £10 million worth of 1 pence pennies onto them.
you've mentioned that before.
It's my favourite thing I've ever read about. Anyway, Andy, yesterday's news.
Yesterday's news, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of an Alex Rider book from over a decade ago.
Well, I thought it'd be fun to. Today's obviously the 30th of March, which means in a couple of days it'll be April Fool's. So I thought it'd be fun to take a look back at last year's April Fool's, and I'm going to show off a few. Well, there wasn't. So last year wasn't a great time for an April Fool's prank. The pandemic had obviously just hit. Everyone was fearing for their lives, and so there wasn't as many April Fool's pranks or jokes on in the gaming world as there usually is. I mean, year on year, there's usually quite a lot of fake news or fun stuff that's come out. So it's slim pickings from last year, and justifiably so. So I've got a few different ones that I'm going to show off on stream. So the first one is Pubg. Pubg. Oh, I can hear myself.
So can I.
That was weird.
Awesome.
Oh,
It might be a me issue again. Lewis was getting this earlier.
Sorry.
that's okay.
Why sorry?
Because I felt like, I don't know.
Instead
I
it's
felt like
a
I was
me issue.
vilifying.
No, I was using. You were exemplifying.
I've lost one of my screens. Oh no, I've not. I'm good. I've actually lost an entire browser. I shut something down I shouldn't have. Anyway, so yeah, last year PUBG announced Fantasy Battle Royale on April 1st, and it was it was fake version of the game where you would dress up as a paladin or a wizard or an archer. I can't remember. There was a few different classes, and they made this lovely trailer, which is actually pretty good for the game. To say that they were going to be releasing it. I mean, they didn't, of course. It was a fake. But like top marks for the production value on this. It's hilariously bad. Not a big fan of PUBG, but you know.
I just like the fact that the wizard has a flare gun.
Yeah.
And that's how they cast Firebolt.
That's quite a cool concept.
Yeah,
it is basically just an MMO, but battle royale style, which is quite cool.
This is the
Fancy
archer with a
MMO.
crossbow. She finds a unicorn.
I've played PUBG once. I
Me
played
too.
it once on my PlayStation. I got to the final 4 and then was killed and thought that's probably as good as I'll ever get at this game. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow, and then I no.
Not to sponsor games that I haven't played ever, but if you do want a fancy battle royale, Realm Royale exists. I've never played it though, so I couldn't say how good it is, but it's fantasy and
Coming to an arcade
Royale.
stream near you.
So yeah, that's a real suggestion for this fake game that didn't actually happen. So that was PUBG's entry to April Fool's last year, Fantasy Battle Royale. Next up was
Put a lot of
actually
effort into that.
what?
Put a lot of effort into that.
They did put a lot of effort into that. A lot.
Is that good when companies do this, or do you just go, you should spend your time and money doing other things?
No, because what I think it is was them testing the wars to see if that was something people actually would like.
True.
I really feel like they should probably, finish their own game before they decide to make a new one anyway.
When has
Still
that
not
ever
finished.
stopped
It
anyone?
is finished.
When has completing a game ever been a thing that people do, apparently?
It's true. It's true. Next up on my list is giant cats.
Calico?
Giant cats. So Guild Wars 2 last
Daddy.
year threw a load of giant cats into their servers. So if you went into some of the worlds, into the different realms, there were just giant cats just kicking about. Literally.
Stop
just
saying giant cats.
in the background. You can sit and chill with them. You also got a very special email or message through the mail system in Guild Wars where you would get a potion, I think it was, that if you drank, hundreds of tiny cats would appear around you.
Look how big that one is.
I know, look at that chunky boy. But yeah, giant cats. For no reason.
Does that cat resemble a pug more than it does a cat?
Guild Wars 2 is renowned for their April Fools. Yeah. I love that dragon though.
It's
Or whatever.
It's just weird how some games are like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if we released a fantasy version of our game, and then Guild Wars is just sitting here like, haha, big cat. Like zero effort. Like here are big cats. And
There's a
that's
big
it.
cat in a witch hat.
Those are some sizable cats.
They are some massive cats.
Can you interact with the cat?
No,
Is that an option?
no, they were just.
My
Disappointing.
cat's got a hell of an overbite.
You take it to an even bigger vet.
My cat doesn't look like any of these cats, oh my gosh.
This
My
one's
cat's
just
a
in the
6-year-old
water.
cat. Get
Why is
right.
this one just swimming around?
I'm on heavy delay, but the cat with the witch's hat looks very catnip.
Striking.
Very, very out of his mind.
This one keeps
I just-
submerging like a submarine.
Wait till you get to the one that's in the water, Sam.
His face.
He looks
These-
like
These are all menaces. These cats are menaces.
Oh god. So yeah, Guild Wars 2, giant cats from last year. Well done, Guild Wars 2.
That's the full title of the game. Guild Wars 2 Giant Cats. Andy's gonna make his game. It's R-CADE the game, and then the sequel's R-CADE the game Mega Lizards. Just
Oh, man. The next one up, I'm actually going to put the sound on for. Attack on Titan cat. Nice, Tatana. Nice. Yeah, the next one up is Tabs. Has anybody ever played Tabs before? Totally Accurate Battleground Simulator. Or Battle Simulator. Which has also been in
Attack on Titan.
There you go. I was trying to think of a better one.
Or Katak on Titan.
Yep, that's one as well.
A cat on Titan.
A cat on Titan.
Attack Cat Titan. That's. I get involved also. At cat.
So yeah, totally accurate battle simulator. Last year, teased a DLC pack. I'm gonna turn the music off because I want volume for this because it's actually quite funny. It's only 1:46 long, so it's called the Bug DLC. And I'm just gonna play the video, and you guys can enjoy it because it's actually pretty good. Here you go.
Have you ever had too much money and too few bugs? Totally Accurate Battle Simulator Bug DLC is the thing for you. Let me quickly read you the bug notes. Added bug where players can access hidden developer tools such as Force Push, Unit Grab, Spawn Projectiles, Gravity Modulation, and Unit Vacuum. Added bug where units would become too big. Added bug where units would become too small. Added bug which makes units unable to die. Added bug which makes units unable to stop spinning. Added bug which makes units unable to stop having wings. Added bug which causes balloons to be made out of metal. Added bug where mammoths are able to be placed on top of each other. Added a bug which causes fireworks to be too big and too strong. Added bug causing halflings to implode into black holes.
The first time ever I heard Lawrence, I heard Florence over Discord, and then just saw Lewis shouting at that.
Shouting, I was just going, shh.
All proceeds go to charity. Make sure to buy the DLC now before it becomes free in a few days.
So that was the Bug DLC. You guys can just finish up watching that bit, yeah. Which was released for Tabs. Actually, sorry, it was the April Fool's joke for Tabs last year. They actually went ahead and launched it. They actually added it to the game. It's very in keeping with the game. If you've ever played Tabs before, it is mad. It is a mad game. And so they released it, but they donated all of the sales from that DLC to charity as well, which is really good of them. And then after the sale, they then just gave it out for free to anybody that already owned Tabs.
Why?
As soon as it went, have you ever wanted to pay money for something that basically didn't work? And I was just like, I mean, Cyberpunk.
There could be so many things in the gaming
But they didn't
industry.
give that money to charity, did they, Nadia?
No. They had to give back to the people that paid for it.
Well, Tabs definitely a crazy game. Anyway, it's one of those games I played like a little bit of, and then like just watched YouTube videos of like 1,000 chickens versus Jesus. Who wins? And I'm
I
like,
love those so much.
I want to find out.
I love them so much. I want the game.
So yeah,
It was
that's
Jesus.
Tabs. Go pick it up. It's a great game. I think I've got it on Steam, and I can't remember if it is still on Xbox Game Pass, but it used to be back in the day. My last one, very quickly, is my favourite one, and have any of you played For Honor by any chance? I think Sam has.
No, I desperately wanted it. I hugely, desperately, really wanted it, and then got it from CEX for £20 and haven't played it yet.
Well,
I got it for free, but I haven't played it yet.
And Nadia, you haven't played it, have you?
No, I keep forgetting it mixed up with a mini golf thing on Achievement Hunter's channel.
For Honor.
Yep.
I realise I need to do this facial expression, or else it looks like I don't have eyebrows. So I'm just gonna.
It's the trick of the light. So yeah, last year for April Fools, For Honor released this, which again I'm going to play with
Surprised.
volume because it's freaking hilarious. It's only 20 seconds long, but they released this trailer for a new version of the game that they were going to release.
Wow, For Honor released this?
Yep, you guessed it. Absolutely right. Oh my gosh. It's tiny, tiny versions of their fighters. For Honor Mini Edition. With also helium voices like which is freaking hilarious. But yeah, those are my top picks basically for last year's April Fools. Coming up in a couple of days, we'll see what I don't know if anybody's in a good mood for April Fools anymore.
You mentioned Tarverse.
That already happened.
Really?
I was like, you're all technically toys in someone's bedroom.
Nice.
And that's where unicorn, was it Montana or Unicorn Tachanka? One of the skins comes
I
from.
think both. And then you had to rescue.
Like,
what was it?
and your little drone had your drone had a cat face. Drone had a cat face, but she didn't realize until I seen someone else's drone. What the fuck, you know, my cat face, drone? And when you killed people, it was like confetti would explode out of them.
Like Halo, so a birthday cake.
Yeah, kind of.
So, yeah. That's
And
cool.
like children's
Thing was pink.
TV. Yeah, the theme was very pink because little girl's bedroom. And there was what you call it?
Yeah, it was like a children's TV narrator over the top of it going, "We need to find everyone."
It gave me like Naughty Bear vibes.
Oh,
Anyone
the
ever played that game?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
hostage was somebody in a bear costume.
It's like,
Forgot about Naughty Bear.
Yeah, I forgot it was a thing as well.
I would play that game again. Like
Agreed.
grabbing a teddy bear's head and like flushing it in the toilet, and he's like, "You knocked the stuffing out of him," and I'm like, "Yes, I did. I did.
His blood is rainbows.
Did, yes.
I murdered a teddy bear."
Anyway, that's my gaming news for this week. Let's move on to our first game of the day, which I believe should be this.
What? What are you talking about? I'm not at the video store. I'm in my apartment.
I can see you, Carl. I'm outside the video store.
That's not me.
Blockbusted, what trash are you watching now?
Oh, Super
Just
Super
tit.
Fly.
Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some Blockbusted. Sam, what's Blockbusted?
Blockbusted is a game where I'm going to buffer throughout. It's a game where
Sorry, my door buzzer just went off. I think your delivery's here.
go get it, Andy. This is the time. This is perfect. You can talk about movies.
Mitchell, grab it.
Get it.
What? Okay,
Get it.
send
This is the biggest joy I've had all day.
This
Get
is
it.
Blockbusted.
Blockbusted.
Okay,
Time for
you're talking about
delivery.
Blockbusted. I'll go get the package.
All right. Blockbusted is a game where I present the cast of R-CADE with the poster to a low-rated movie, one that most of us haven't heard of, and try and get them to guess the plot of the movie. In the past, we've had ridiculous Christmas movies starring Mario Lopez, and we've also had creepy movies starring the Easter Bunny. And now we've got Andrew with a thing.
Or there was that weird one with like
I'm not going to show off my address. It's on the other side 3 times.
janitor.
No, what's it called? The 5 people you meet in heaven.
Well, that one, but I was
the one with
thinking
John
the
Voight.
one with Jennifer Connelly and the janitor, and then the place gets robbed.
Oh, the
And that was the twist.
The romantic comedy. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's it called? Because it's set in a Target. It's by
Yeah.
the guy who made Home Alone.
Yeah.
It's like
John
it's
Hughes.
called like
It's John Hughes.
it's called like moving up or something like that.
No.
Employee of the month or something
like a
crap
pun.
like that. Yeah, that's
Jobbing up.
That's my address. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Okay. Do I open this now?
It's up to you. I've got 34% battery, so it's my laptop's decided Discord's too much, so I will probably be moving at some point.
Okay.
I just thought that Andrew and Michelle work really hard, so I got them a thing. That being said, the thing was supposed to arrive on Friday, and it's now Tuesday.
Is this cookies?
Oh,
This is
cookies.
Arrival?
Arrival cookies.
Arrival cookie.
I got my mum some of these, and they're banging, and I want more people to know about them.
It's just a
Because they keep.
boxes of cookies. Wow.
So they're UFO style cookies.
So they're like bulbous.
They're bulbous. There's
Question
big.
I have is that these were supposed to be delivered on Friday.
Yep.
Here's the thing, Nadia. My mum's ones were supposed to be delivered on a Friday, and they got delivered on a Wednesday, and they're still being eaten today. Which is like
I
2
love the
weeks later, so they're
stickers.
good. The whole
Stickers are
point of these
sweet.
things as well, you're supposed to
Those are pretty nice.
these are the sort of ones you microwave, so microwave
Yeah, it
them for
says
like
that.
15 seconds, and then they.
Yeah, it says ready to eat or warm in microwave for 20 to 30 seconds. Store in fridge and consume within 3 days of purchase.
Yeah, that's the concern. They're fine. I promise you, they're fine.
I'm just
Rival life.
I'm just glad it was what was it DHD
DPD.
DPD sorry that delivered them.
That's a salted caramel one.
Yeah.
Looks like a scone.
Like I'm just glad it was them and not like
It smells
UPS.
lovely.
Just like would have destroyed those.
I'm very
cookies.
aware that these have been sitting in a DPD depot for 3 days.
They're fine.
They'll be. I'll still.
Oh, it looks
I'm
like
not gonna
That
bother.
one
Yeah,
just looks like a
Andy's not the one
misshapen
who's
Tunnocks tea cake,
Andy's
if I'm
eaten
honest.
questionable things in the past.
I
So-
tried to eat Cadbury's eclairs that were 8 years out of date, so I have no issue. But
That's
How did that go?
You have
Yes.
the
I'm going to be eating a lot of cookies over the next couple of days.
you've got there the Cosmo Classic pack, which comes with 10 cookies, 2 Kinder cookies, 2 chocolate chip, 2 double chocolate and salted caramel, 2 Nutella, and 2 Biscoff.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank
Which
you.
means Yoshi gets now.
Weird thing is, Yoshi actually came home with a jar of Biscoff a couple of days ago.
Damn it.
Just randomly just went, look what I found! And I was like, okay, because he was out meeting.
Where did
he
you
was
get?
He was out meeting his friends. Pardon me. And obviously went into a shop. Went into a shop and bought some Biscoff.
Oh,
Random.
not like
And just find it in the street somewhere.
No. Street
This
spread.
man, he traded me
This-
this Biscoff
this
spread.
glass jar of questionable brown spreadable stuff.
I think it's Biscoff. It might be
thank
off.
You, Sam. Very much appreciated.
off.
I will. I'm actually excessively hungry right now because I didn't have any lunch before I started. I went to make a ham salad sandwich, and then I ate like it was the start of the loaf. So I took the first slice of bread and toasted it because I always do that. I make a bit of toast because I like to eat while I cook or make food. So I toasted the end, and by the time that was toasted buttered and I started eating it, I didn't want the sandwich anymore. I don't know. But I'm really hungry now, so thank you.
I had a chicken mayo sandwich that involved using.
What was it made
chicken.
from? What
Roast
was
dinner leftover chicken.
Oh, right, cool.
Yeah.
Roast dinner leftover chicken. The chicken's the main subject of that phrase. It should be in the middle. Never,
Really?
I'm not gonna. Yes.
Chicken
So if
roast
I
dinner
said
meal.
roast chicken dinner leftovers, you would assume that there might have been potato or vegetable type product in it and not just the chicken.
I had stew
What's wrong with
for
that?
lunch.
I had apple cereal thing. What are they called? Apple flapjack? No, it doesn't matter. Apple Jacks. Anyway, this is
Jacks again?
Blockbusted.
This is Blockbusted. Yes, sorry. Well, you've explained the premise,
Very
I assume,
helpful.
while I was away.
No, we just talked about our favourite cookies. No, I explained the premise.
So the film you've given me a poster for this film for this week, and I'll pop it on the screen now.
I'm giving you a trailer. I forgot to give you a trailer.
I'll find a trailer.
My
Don't worry,
mistake.
don't worry. I think I found one earlier, but I'll find the window. I think I accidentally closed it, but I'll find it again. So this is
This is one that you guys may have heard of. I don't know.
I've seen the first one, but I haven't seen this, which is the second one, and it's too zoomed in. Can I zoom out? Nope, that's not the button for zooming out. Is it this button for zooming out? Oh, that's the zoom in. I can zoom in farther, but our faces are in the way. Damn it. This is Critters
Still waiting
2,
for it to,
the main course.
Critters 2. Thank you, yes.
Critters 2, the main course.
As opposed to Gremlins.
They're different.
Obviously.
Around about the same decade.
No, they're different. This one came out in 1988. They're different.
Yep. Oh my. I don't know which
Critters the
trailer.
ones that are like kind of look at little trouble-looking freaks.
They look like the poster.
Yeah, but were they not tiny?
Chrome. Yeah, they're small.
Not that tiny.
They
I've
remind
already-
me of rock bands.
I've formulated what this movie is about.
Okay.
You
Lewis,
go
what do you
ahead.
think the film Critters is about?
So you know that scene in Madagascar 2 where the penguins run over that old lady in the middle of the African savannah?
No.
Not specifically.
Right, well, penguins crash a plane. They're in the middle of the African savannah again. They pretend to be dead, and then they steal a jeep from a group of tourists. I imagine it's the same plot line,
You said
except from
Sorry, you said tourist, not terrorist there, yeah? Just want to make sure.
tourists.
Okay,
Yeah. One of which includes an old lady, which they run over with the car. I assume that it's the exact same plot line as that, right?
Okay.
But it has critters instead of penguins. So not only does it rip off Gremlins, but it rips off Penguins Madagascar plotline. But it's in the African savannah because apparently everything is green. Not green, orange? Why did I say green? The background is orange, so they're either in the film Hollywood universe of Africa or Mexico.
Or they're in a cornfield in Ohio.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
the
but
building
but-
on the right. Yeah.
But it's got that orange grain to it, and you know when films have that orange grain to it, you know that's Mexico or
Nah,
Africa.
the sky hasn't got an orange tint to it, so nah.
You got me there.
Nadia, do you have a guess what Critters 2, the main course, could be all about?
This little dude's going to catering college. He's decided to put his life of mischief and probably death behind him. He's decided he wants to bring the food he loves to the people. And he needs to make friends with another chef because no one really respects critters in this regard. And so they make a great friendship where basically the critter's the one that's cooking, and but the chef is the one that's taking the credit for it because like he can't see the critter, so he's doing it secretly, like hiding in some sort of hat-like object.
Hat-like object. Called a hat.
Yeah. That's my guess.
Okay.
Ratatouille, but critters.
Ratatouille. Wow, man, I never drew the parallels between that
Food
story
he
and
likes
yours.
is people.
Andy, what's your guess?
See, I feel it's unfair if I guess because I know the plot of the first one.
Okay.
I mean, they're aliens. It's
So
alien,
that's fine. This happened before.
Alien infestation. I've seen a lot of shit movies in my time. Sorry, language. Yeah, alien infestation. Basically, everybody. It's set in like it's American. It's
Set in
like-
Madagascar. Yeah, we've already covered that.
It's set in like Midwest, Kansas, kind of. I think it is. Well, the first one is set in Kansas, I think. I don't know about this one, but I assume it's just a rehash of the first one again, where small town life is disrupted by killer creatures just knocking people off left and right.
So, Andy, do you have a trailer there?
I do.
Play. Okay, this movie is apparently a PG-13. We'll see how accurate that is.
Was the first one? Well, no way. Is it?
This one says it's PG-13 on IMDb, which would be ridiculous given the content. But
remember
it
the
was
first-
1988.
I remember the first one being very bloody. Like
1988.
gory. Here we go.
I'll see it later.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to put the volume on. There you go. This is not going well.
Line cinema.
Too many windows. Beautiful.
Grover's Bend. It's just a speck on the map.
Oh, Easter. It's even relevant.
Transform.
Shape-shifting aliens. Yep.
Class of tourist here.
All right, end of show.
Noisier. Pushier. They're turning this peaceful little town into dinner. Critters 2.
I can't hear you. Get anybody out there, hear me?
We need a sheriff.
Go check the yellow pages.
Those hungry hairballs from outer space.
They're evil tribbles.
Yeah.
Let's just get help. Oh, who are we gonna call? Critter Busters? These guys are great.
And they'll eat anything.
We're gonna end up tomorrow's leftovers.
There must be hundreds of them.
Critters 2, the main course.
You got nothing to lose but your lives.
Oh. So I just caught up to the deep fried part, which was horrendous.
And that is Critters 2, the main course.
Well, yeah, so I picked Critters 2 because, as Lewis correctly pointed out, it's themed around Easter.
Yay!
So happy Easter, everyone. Use conscious thought and make sure you're double checking that the Easter eggs you pick up are not, in fact, deadly alien spawn. Hi, Mum.
I love how that's the phrase you finish on as your mum goes, deadly alien spawn. Oh, hi, Mum.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I would watch that film if only for the line, go and check the yellow pages.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the first film was it was a hit, you would say. I mean, came off the back of Gremlins. Gremlins was released before Critters, but only just. It was like a year or two before, I think, from my memory, and so it was in that sort of
Creature feature.
Yeah, creature feature 80s. Sort of Tremors or Little Shop of Horrors, that sort of era of sort of creature horror with animatronics, that kind of stuff. So the first one's worth a watch. Never even touched the second one. I don't know, but it does just seem to be a rehash of the first one again. So.
There's a deep fried critter, which was horrifying.
Is that what you sent me? Is that the box? Is it in the box? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a deep fried. Those are fritters.
I didn't think they looked that menacing until they started shooting spines out of them.
Yeah, that whole
and biting.
I think one on their own, like
you could pick it.
A golf club swing. Send that thing.
What about the giant ball that they morph into?
Oh, the giant ball that they morph into is a bit more troublesome, I thought.
They look very flammable.
Yeah, that would smell bad.
Anything
feel like
flammable when it's
I would rather smell deep fried fritter critter than be eaten by one.
This is true. I mean, it's kind of
my
like
band's name. How did you guess it?
Deep fried fritter critter. That's like something you'd hear in Fallout. Like, that would totally be a bit of dialogue from Fallout. Oh, we got a problem over there with some deep fried fritter critters.
If you could get rid of the deep fried fritter critter.
No.
And then you'd sit by them and be like, whoa, there are some deep
fried fritter critters. Thanks for your help, partner. If you check the yellow pages,
now we're going mosey on over.
Follow
this south.
Thing is, that was the Midwest.
Yeah,
it was. Just hamming it up for the cameras. Beautiful. Thank you, Sam, for bringing that into our lives.
No problem. You reminded me of a line from something we're going to be talking about on Wednesday's show on R-CADE 2, but I can't remember the line, and I thought I had it written down, and I don't, and so I'm terrified that I might have bleed it. I can't remember.
Oh, man.
Doesn't matter. What's the next game, Andrew?
It's this.
What's the Elvish word for friend?
Melon.
Yo.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the return of the thing. Can we do the intro one word at a time each? So this.
Melon.
No.
Return.
Return.
Legend.
No, damn it.
Yellow pages.
What order are we going in? Is
It'd be no, let's not. We don't have time for this.
Return of the Thing is
There
a
we go.
returning thing to this show. Every week. Well, not every week anymore, but it used to be every week. But every now and again, it returns, and we put ourselves into the shoes of a character from a movie, a book, video game, anything. And we have to decide how each of us would react in that certain situation. One of us poses the question to the rest of the group, and this week it is Sam. Sam,
I'd
what
like to point out
is
the way
your
you
thing?
phrased that, the way you said, we decide how the rest of the group would react implies that I'm going to go, well, I think in this scenario, Lewis would do this.
Don't talk about yourself.
But yes, yeah, talk about other people. I presented this week's thing. This week's thing was you and your sibling are traveling in an icy plane across the water and the little nope, the water and the giant slabs of frozen North Pole water, and you come across a large glacier. Hidden inside, but visible to the human eye, is a small bald child. What do you and your sibling do?
Oh. May I go first, or does someone else?
Yeah,
want to
just
go?
jump in.
Presumably, I've been traveling in along this ice sheet for a long time, right?
I mean, you live here.
Oh, I live here. Okay, so it's not like I'm just stranded.
Yeah, I'll just keep adding things.
Okay, well, if I was going to be stranded, I would eat him. So that puts
the
that out. Then.
Avatar.
Yep, this is the 2010 3D masterpiece by James Cameron, Avatar.
Is Avatar the Last Airbender?
I'd probably do my best to carve him out and then take him to civilization, and
So not get him out, but just carve him out of ice and then take
Well,
the ice.
Keep him in a block. It's easier to transport. You can slide him.
Keep him in a block, yeah, and then take him somewhere
I mean,
and
not-
be
Take it to
like,
the elders.
"Hello, museum, please give me
Yeah.
money."
You don't know the biology. If you break him out, you don't know what's going to happen. You could
Yeah, he
kill
could
him.
start decomposing.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
You could just be stuck with
I
a
don't-
dead child skeleton. Ew.
I don't know anything about cryogenics. That's why I take him to a museum. Be like, "Smart man, give money, please."
Yeah.
Okay, that's one strategy. Nadia?
My strategy, so this is based on the knowledge that I do have a brother, and how we have approached problems in the past,
Oh no.
which mostly means,
Oh no.
well, like the two of us, I would be the one, like, if we're going by the actual Avatar, somehow I have magical powers, because I'm the sister. But also, we will look at the situation, argue about the situation, and then go get my mum.
Go get your mum.
Yeah, that's where you need to go.
Mom! Oh, I didn't mean that.
The evidence for this is me and my brother tried to put up a tent at a music festival, in which we failed to do that. 4 English guys watched us struggle with it. We phoned our mum, argued with her. She was like, "I don't know what you think I'm going to do. You're in English." And then the 4 Englishmen eventually helped us. They're like, "This is just sad to watch. We'll build this." So
You should
yeah,
have got
so
the yellow pages.
yeah, judging by previous experience of me and my brother trying to problem solve, would phone our mum.
Andrew, what about you? Would you phone your mother? If
No.
you and Alan found a boy in the ice. I've realised I'm the only one here without a real life sibling, so I'm just going to imagine it's all of your actual siblings. So
I don't know. I think I'd be too freaked out. Why is he bald? Would be my first question. Like,
Don't be asking that question. You can have all sorts of issues. Alopecia's a thing.
people have hair problems.
Why is he frozen it in ice? You're
oh,
just
he
like,
could have fallen in.
is he
You know,
bald?
yeah. It's weird that he's bald.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe hair falls out in cold water. Who knows?
So
Could be
you'd
it.
be more alarmed walking down the street seeing a bald person than you would someone frozen in a block of ice.
Andy was really glad when lockdown began because it meant he had to stop seeing the scary people every day.
What about when I was balded?
Condoms everywhere!
Oh,
That
you-
freaked everybody out.
They're just so shiny. No. I don't. Right. Okay. Do I have the tools to be able to get him out, or what am I? Are we hiking? What's the
Well,
deal?
if it's like Avatar, one of you will be a warbender, and that's essentially how you accidentally get
Okay.
in the first place.
So do I have powers then?
You have a spike.
Like
One of you has a stupid boomerang, and the other has water power.
Well,
And
so
a
yeah,
spike.
are you or is your brother the girl with powers?
I think at that point they become younger, because Katara's the younger sibling, isn't she?
Yes.
So it'd be the younger sibling with the
Clearly,
power.
Alan. Yeah.
Or you or your brother the girl.
Yeah, you go on to invent submarines. So like,
Alan
pretty
is
cool.
Mad Cool Waterman.
This is getting weird. I don't know. It's a freaking bald kid. I would scream and run away.
He's a bald kid from the night.
I mean, I'm not just
Andrew-
for the baldness, because of the ice.
Bald kid plus
Andrew, I'll have you know
giant
Prince William.
flying bison,
I'll have you know
Yeah.
Prince William was just voted the most handsome bald man on the planet. Don't you
which is
dare.
a lie.
Jason Statham, Vin Diesel.
But like, right, so
Okay,
like,
let me change it. You find Vin Diesel frozen in ice.
even in the list of good-looking bald white men, yeah. But then if you look at the good-looking bald of any other bigger, better list,
There's a lot of monks.
Oh God.
like who would look at Prince William and they go, "Aye, that does it for me." That shining at her, woofed.
look at
Those inbred
like,
jeans.
just look at anyone. Just be like, would bang, but would if he was bald. You know. Only if
Anyway,
they're
I'm
bald.
glad that I don't think anyone's comprehensively dealt with the scenario, but I am glad that Andrew's scared of bald men.
I'm
and
not
that we're
scared of
all
bald
very aware of
men.
this
Hello,
myth.
Panda
He's
Grenade.
scared of bald children frozen in ice.
He's scared of bald people. My
Small
mistake.
bald children. Why isn't your hair grown?
Like it's not the fact that he's got a big blue
Are you going to turn around to a
tattoo.
bald child and ask them
Arrow.
why their hair hasn't grown? Because there's several reasons, and they could all be horrible.
Right. I've not seen Avatar. Right. So I just want to. I've not seen Airbender at all. Is Appa
That's fair.
with Aang in the ice?
Yes.
Appa's
Okay.
also frozen in this.
I would.
Giant
But
flying
I
bison.
didn't mention Avatar at any point. I just said a small bald child.
Yeah, that's right. So if it's
Yes,
if
but
it's
it's
in
got to
if
be
it's
a
in
form of
this
media.
universe,
Yeah,
then I
and
would.
return to the thing is, this is the media we're taking from.
No, we never exposed that.
I believe in the.
I mean, I might have exposed
Like,
it on stream, but
it
you know.
is you put yourselves in the shoes of the character.
Okay.
Game
So Alan
originator here making clarification. Yep.
That's
yep.
fine. That's good.
But there
I
is
think
leeway,
I
obviously.
think you've all dealt with it really well.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you.
And
How would
with
you do it,
10% battery left in my laptop, I think we need to move on to
We
the
have to do
last game.
game. Which...
Shaq Wheel O'Neal. Shaq Wheel O'Neal. Shaq Wheel O'Neal. It's a game about puns and celebrity names. Shaq Wheel O'Neal. Shaq Wheel O'Neal.
To win, and then it just.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Shaq Wheel O'Neal. What
Aquinas
in the
wins.
world is Shaq Wheelis O'Nealis? Wheelis Nealis?
Shaquinas or Winus is a game where we spin a big wheel, gives us the name of a celebrity, and we have to make a pun out of their name.
Ah.
For instance, Shaquille O'Neal's favourite colour is blue. Shaquille O'Teal. That's right.
Blue
It's
cyan.
the same pun every week. Shaquille O'Neal's having his dinner. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal is fishing. Shaquille O'Real. Examples.
Cool.
Those two that I haven't heard before, but
But every week it's someone brand new and different and sparkly. So Andy, spin that spreel.
Spinning the head.
Ugh.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this week we have. Ooh,
Catherine's eating.
Have we had them before? Al Pacino.
We've not.
We've not had Al Pacino before. Okay, Al Pacino,
No,
ladies and gents.
I mean-
Al Pacino.
We start with Lewis, go to Nadia, then to myself, and then to Andrew. Whenever someone gets it wrong, whenever someone gets it wrong or gives up, we all take a breath. And then we go again. But we start with Lewis. Everyone take a breath. Go.
Al Pacino is a caffeinated beverage, cappuccino.
Al Pacino is a beverage for dogs. Al Puppuccino.
Al Pacino is not feeling well in French. Pas mal, Pacino.
Oh. Al Pacino is... You go inside Al Pacino to gamble. Al Casino.
Al.
Al. It's Al.
Oh, his name just like went right.
John
Al Pacino is a evil killer robot. Al Pacino.
Al Pacino is starting to feel a bit more like getting environmentally friendly. Al Pegrino.
Al Pacino is a small town in the United States. Al Perino.
Al Pacino is lost all color. Is albino. Albino. I went to say it twice.
Albino.
Al Albino.
Al Pacino is an alien. Al Pacino. Pacino.
What?
Get where you're going there, so yeah, okay. I got so confused by Lucy's, I forgot mine. Al Pacino. Oh, Al Pacino is a corn snack. Al Pacito.
Oh.
Pacito? No. Al Pacino only wears one kind of trousers. Al Pacinos. There we go. That's
Chinos. Nice.
Yes,
Al
thank you.
Pacino is a fine wine. Al Pavino.
Al Pacino is a little baby. Al Bambino.
Nice.
Al Pacino doesn't like trees. Al Patrino.
Sam is out. Sam is struggling. Sam surrenders. We take a deep breath. And then we go with Andrew.
Al Pacino is a famous football manager. Al Marino.
Al Pacino is from the Philippines. Al Filipino.
Al Pacino likes a certain type of music I hate. Al Scacino.
Oh. Al Pacino, but as a Mexican. Al de Gringo.
Well, okay.
Al Pacino is your best mate. Pal Pacino.
I give up.
Oh, nice. All right. We take a deep breath. And we breathe out. And then we go Andy.
I can't. My brain's gone. I can't. I'm out. I can't even think of one. Oh man.
Andrew is eliminated.
Al Pacino is a gal. Pacino.
That's
You don't even have to come up with one there because that was still the same round in which
Sam's on the
Andy
move.
went out. So you're good.
Yeah, I know, but I had it in there. It just needed to come out.
Fair.
I kind of didn't really have any other ones after that. I'm gonna
Al
lie.
Pacino is a demon. Bal Pacino.
Nice. Well, guys, we're going to round up the show for the evening.
No, wait.
So...
Yar.
Sam is back.
Sam is back. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. 1 second.
Hello.
And much love to you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Everybody say bye!
Bye!
Arrivederci.
Press start.
Bye.